There was 130 different drones that were flying over the event, right? And there was different sensors out there to detect these drones. Well, right down the street from us, there was a guy who just bought a drone, right? Now, I know this after the fact. We picked up a drone, we being the event picked up a drone that wasn't coordinated through we had an air boss there who knew where all the aircraft were. And he was just flying up and down at the ferry terminal. Didn't know what we were doing, but he was looking at the ship and all that, all the cool stuff he wanted to get on camera. We locate the guy and says, what are you doing? There was a notice to airmen to not fly over that area. It wasn't TFR, but it was, we had this block of airspace set aside so we can do this research project, requesting pilots to remain clear. We found the guy. He says, I just bought the drone. I had no idea. I didn't know what I was doing. Drone wasn't registered. He had no Part 107 license. He had no recreational certificate. The guy was completely clueless. So when you find people like that, you try to educate them and say, what you're doing here, you could get yourself in a lot of trouble, and walk them through that process, right? The velvet glove approach, right? Educate people and say, you're putting yourself out there. If you were to hurt somebody with your drone, it's still going to fall on you, right? Either civilly or maybe through the FAA fines.